Hello, how you doing? It's Mr. Do the Math here, and today we're going to talk about solving system of equations through elimination or by elimination method. All right. So remember, elimination. We use elimination when the system of equations are stacked. That goes there, right? So we use the elimination method when both equations are in standard form. Elimination. All right, so on that first line, you put stacked, right? The only problem is some of the stacked systems will not have variables that cancel. That goes on that line. Like so, yesterday's examples, the variables automatically cancel themselves out. Today, we have to make them cancel themselves out, okay? So for instance, if you look at this example here where it says 3x minus 2y equals 10 and 2x plus y equals 9, when you look at this, you can't automatically cancel out an x or a y. You can't cancel them out, right? So you have to do some extra math to set them up so they will cancel out. And that's what we're going to explore today. Okay, everybody good so far? Okay? So let's remember. So the steps to solving elimination are the same as yesterday, right? Where you stack them on top of each other, and you do the math, you add them. Right? So a variable cancels out, you solve for the variable, then substitute the variable back into the original one, and then you get your other variable. So your answer's in order pair, right? But today we're gonna have to make the variables become opposites, right? So yesterday they canceled themselves out. Today we have to create the opposites. So opposites goes on the next line, right? Before adding the equations together. Right? So we must make either the x or the y become opposite of each other through multiplication. All right? Through multiplying. That goes on that next line. Right? So this line, through multiplying. Right? When multiplying, you will multiply every term in the equation just like distributive property. That goes on the last line. Okay? So let's review what we talked about. Right? Remember, we use the elimination method for solving systems when the equations are
numbers lined up.
No, when they're stacked, right. The only problem is that some stacked systems will not have any variables, any of the variables cancel, right. And then let's jump to the steps. The steps to solve by elimination method are the same as yesterday, except we might have to make a pair of variables become what? Opposites, right, before adding the equations together. We must make either the x's or the y's become opposite of each other through what? Multiplication or multiplying. And when multiplying, we must multiply every term in the equation just like what?
Distributive property.
Just like distributive property, right? So let's look at this problem here, right? So we have 3x minus 2y equals 10 and 2x plus y equals 9. All right, the first thing you want to do is you want to decide which variable you want to cancel out. Which variable do you want to cancel out? All right, we can cancel out the y's. And so the goal is to create opposites. So you have a negative 2y here and you have a positive y here. So what would you have to multiply through this equation to get the opposite of 2y, negative 2y? What's the opposite of negative 2y?
Positive 2.
Positive 2, right? So then you distribute positive through 2 through this whole thing, right? So if I'm going to rewrite the first equation, 3x minus 2y equals 10, and then we're going to distribute 2 times 2x, which is 4x, 2 times y, which is 2y, and then 2 times 9, which is 18. So this is our new situation, right? I just set it up for you. So what we did was we distributed that 2 through, because 2 is the opposite of negative 2, right? Then we do the math, right? Again, this is a review from yesterday. What's another way of elimination method? Naming it elimination method. It's the elimination method or what?
Substitute.
No, elimination method is also called. No, elimination method is also called what, Murph?
Addition.
Yeah, addition method. So we're gonna add the two equations together. So it's gonna be 3 plus 4, same sign, add and keep. So it'll be 7x. Negative 2 plus 2. 0, they cancel. And then 10 plus 18. 28, right. Then we solve for x, right? Once we solve for x, x equals 4.
You just scared me.
I did scare you because you weren't paying attention. I saw you jump. Right, x equals 4, right? So look, we figured out what variable we wanted to cancel out. We canceled it out. Then we solved for the remaining variable, right? Right? From here, what's up, Alana?
That's a positive 4.
That's a positive 4, right? From here, we're gonna substitute this problem, this answer into either one of those. You just choose. You wanna do the top one or the bottom one?
The top.
All right, cool. We'll do the top one. So it's gonna be 3x minus 2y equals 10. We solve for x, so this 4 is gonna take the place of this x here, right? So there's gonna be 3 times 4 minus 2y equals 10. 3 times 4 is what?
12.
12 minus 2y equals 10. What's the next move?
Minus 12.
Very good. Subtract 12 from both sides. Right, so we get negative 2y equals negative 2. Divide by negative 2, and you get what? You got time, bro. Sit down. So y equals 1. Right? So your answer is 4, 1. Right? 4, 1. Everybody good so far? All right, let's look at the next one. Number 2. What does number 2 say? Negative 5x plus 3y equals 23. Hey, Brian, you used to write some stuff down, man. 15x plus 4y, excuse me, equals 9. Right? What'd you say?
I already wrote down that one.
You worked that whole problem out.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Your eyes told me you didn't. All right, so first things first, you want to figure out which variable you want to cancel out. Which variable do you want to cancel out? X. All right, so we got negative 5 and 15. All right, they're already opposite sign-wise. How do we make this one 15? Very good. Say it louder.
What's 5 and 3?
Good. Multiply by 3. Right? So, bop, bop, bop. We got to distribute. So, it's going to be 3 times negative 5, which is negative 15x. Thank you. Thank you. Then we have 3 times 3y, which is plus 9y. And then 3 times 23, which is what? 69. Right? And then we're going to bring the other one down. So that's going to be 15x plus 4y equals 9. Everybody good so far? Everybody see where we got that from? Nope, got 2 minutes. All right, now we're going to add these 2 equations together. Negative 15, positive 15, 0. 9 plus 4,
12. 13.
13y. 69 plus 9.
78.
Very good, 78.
7.
All right, close. Think about 8. So you got this 3 here, right? What's the multiples of 3 that give you a
9.
number that starts with the 8?
3. It's close. So
3 times what gives you something? Huh?
2.
Not 2.
That's 6.
That's 6.
4.
That's 12.
Just said
5 is 15. 6 is 18, right? So if you divide these by 13, you'll get 6. So y equals 6,
Write that down.
right? Y equals 6, right? Then you want to distribute this y into one of these. Which you want to do, the top one or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom. So yeah, 15x
Translate.
plus 4 times 6, that's what y is, equals 9. Give me a head now to let me know that we good so far. Like y'all understood.
I know the first
Y'all understood where this came from. Yeah.
The first step.
All right. What'd you say, Brandon?
Under the first step.
What's the first step?
Multiply 4 times 6.
Which is what?
24.
24 equals 9. All right. What's the next move?
Cancel out 15x.
No, you subtract.
Carly, what you do?
Subtract 24 to 9.
Said that.
Minus 24. All right. So then 15x equals what?
Negative 15.
Negative 15.
1 and 6.
X equals what?
1.
Negative 1.
How much 6?
So your answer is negative 1, 6. Right?
Man, I'm so smart.
Good. That's not that bad, right? So now, lately we've been distributing through with a positive number, right? You can also multiply a negative number through, which is what this next example is going to look like. So flip that paper over and let's take a look at it, right? You can go now, man. You just dying to go. Oh man, you take forever. All right, so this next problem, it says what?
Listen up, I gotta use the bathroom.
That's how you ask?
Listen up, I could use the bathroom.
Yeah. So x plus 2y equals -2, and x minus 5y equals 19. Right? Alright, so neither one of these can cancel out. But which one do you want to cancel? Which variable do you want to cancel? You want to cancel out the x, right? Both of these say 1x. So how do we get one of those to be an opposite? Negative, right? Which one you want to multiply negative through? The first one or the second one? Alright, we'll do the second one. So we're going to distribute -1 through this problem here. Bop, bop, bop. So let's rewrite this first problem equation. X plus 2y equals -2. And then we got -1 times x, -1x. -1 times 5, which is plus 5y. And -1 times 19, which is -19. We good so far? Yeah? Alright, so now we're going to add them, right? Different sign, subtract, that's 0. Same sign, we're going to add and keep, so that's going to be 7y. And then -2 minus 19. -21. Amiria, what's the next move? Okay. Divide by 7. Y equals what? -3. Good. So now we're going to take this -3, we're going to substitute it into one of the original.
Let's do the first problem.
Let's do the first one. So it'll be x plus 2y, y is -3, equals -2. Okay? Multiply. So it'll be x minus 6 equals -2. Add 6, x equals 4. So our answer is 4 -3. Right? Yeah, good so far? All right, let's look at our final example, then I'm gonna let y'all go. The last example, 3x plus 2y equals 8. 2x plus 5y equals 31. Right? Now, in this particular situation, there's not going to be one equation that you can substitute into. You got to substitute a number through both equations. Right? So now, first things first, let's choose if we want to cancel out the x's or cancel out the y's.
Let's do X.
You want to cancel out the x's?
Yeah.
All right, so look. What number can you multiply through this x that will get, and this x to get these to cancel out?
2.
So you're going to multiply 2 through the first one? What you going to multiply through the second one? 3, right? So whatever's here, you put it down there. Whatever's there, you put there. The only other thing, though, is you got to use the opposite, though. So you either make the 2 negative or the 3 negative. Which one do you want to make negative?
The 3.
I felt that you was going to do that. So let's make the 3 negative, right? That way, when we multiply, one of them will cancel out. All right, first things first, you want to distribute. Bow, bow, bow. That's 6x plus 4y equals 16. Can you see me, Eric? And then you got distribute. That's -6x minus 15y equals 93. Right? Now we can do the math. Right? 6 minus 6, 0. 4 minus 15, -11y. 16 plus 16 minus 93. Huh? -77. Good. No, what's the answer? Yeah, divide by 11. Y equals what?
7.
Y equals 7. Very good. All right. We're substituting into the first one or the second one? All right. So it'll be 3x plus 2y, which is the 7, equals 8. You get 3x plus 14 equals 8. Subtract 14 from both sides. You got 3x equals what? Negative 8. Negative 6. Right? 14, negative 14 and 8. Right? And then you divide by 3. X equals what?
Negative 2.
X equals negative 2. So our answer is negative 2, 7. Right? Okay? So, the steps, you gotta figure out, first things first, we need to, first thing you wanna do is you wanna choose a variable to cancel. Right? Then you wanna distribute, right, like we did. Distribute. Right? Number 3, you want to add the equations together. Well, like we did here. 4, you want to solve. Then you want to solve for the variable, right? After you solve for the variable, you're going to substitute answer from number 4 into the original equation, right? And then you're going to solve for the other variable. After you solve for that other variable, you'll get your answer in an ordered pair, right? Your answer will be in XY form. Okay? Any questions? All right, fist to 5. How you feel about this? 5, I got it. Ugh, I don't got it. Okay, cool. All right? So, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you got any questions, comment below. Let's do the math out.